this thing on? Hello, hello.
All right, folks, we have a new teaser trailer for Strange New Worlds Season 4, courtesy of CCXP 2026. And of course, who better to watch that and freak out a little bit than Open Pike Night, the Strange New Worlds podcast, where your personal logs are the prime directive. Gentlemen, have you seen this trailer yet?
Yes.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, cowboys, spaceships? That's basically what I've got.
Yeah. There's a spaceship.
Dinosaurs.
We did get a text from longtime caller, listener, and Patreon supporter Sincera saying, "See you soon, Space Cowboys." So I think those vibes are definitely being felt in the community here. So before we get too far into speculation, let's go ahead and take a look at this teaser together. What do you guys say?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Editor's note, the guys watched the teaser together, but we're not including the audio of that here for copyright reasons. Okay, so my big thing from this is this is definitely has some clips that are from the same episode as the clip that we got from New York Comic-Con 2025, right? We have this like weird flaming looking storm in space, and that's definitely that same instance where they get that signal from the buoy, and we were all theorizing like, okay, this is their own buoy from the future, or maybe some kind of causality loop sort of a thing. So that's not new.
It's clearly a black hole.
Well, right, but is the black hole on the other side of this? Because there's definitely like a blip in that other clip. Or is the black hole, not related at all? I mean, it's possible that that's from something else. But it does seem like we're going to get a weird time episode, which makes me wonder, is that the dinosaur episode?
I mean, it would make sense. Unless, of course, there's like a collector type situation where dinosaurs were picked up from Earth and transported somewhere else.
They do show the first shot of pterodactyls when he's talking about space containing weird and strange things, but I mean, that's just,
Well, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, John, because there's that weird ship kind of outside the orbit of that planet as it explodes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The ship looks futuristic to me, but it's hard to say that with Star Trek because
it's probably the return of Berlinghoff Rasmussen. I think we're going to get the same time traveling guy we got from TNG. And what was that, a matter of time?
I believe so.
Picard stayed
He's still
on the
alive,
bridge.
right?
Or wait.
No,
Geordi remained below.
Ford stayed below, yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen that one. But what do you got, like, exploding planet? Here's the issue with the teaser, right? You never know how many episodes you're getting clips from. So this could be 2 episodes. This could be 5 episodes. Like, it's really hard to tell. But I'm very interested to see what's going on with that ship. Did that ship blow that planet up? Did that ship arrive at that planet just in time to save some dinosaurs from it and put them somewhere else? Like, I don't know. But you're right, Cam. Dinosaurs. Like
Dinosaurs.
How has it taken this Star Trek this long to get back to dinosaurs? I'm very
I didn't know I wanted dinosaurs in my Star Trek until I saw this trailer. I was excited. It would be interesting if they met, if they encountered like the moral dilemma of like, we've discovered this extinct species has been placed on this other planet. Do we bring them back to Earth? It is their home planet.
Yeah, there definitely seems to be some concern going on in the faces when it cuts back from that ship outside that planet. We also have there's a shot on a planet.
Yeah, this is Prometheus. This is Star Trek meets Prometheus, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
This is big, what appears to be a giant downed ship on this planet. Is it a Starfleet ship? Like,
Nah.
we can't see quite enough of it.
Ortega's La'an, and not sure who that is in the middle of that shot. But
is it the 3 people who beamed down in the first teaser?
Probably. It's interesting to me, like, yeah, we got the ship, we got dinosaurs and stuff. We don't have either M'Benga or Chapel, right? Or Pelia in this teaser. But we have everybody else. Barely Spock.
Mbenga and Chapel in the stills.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe...
And Mbenga looks great in Western gear.
Oh, I bet he does.
Yeah, I believe this shot of the three running horses, one of these people is Pike, one is Mbenga, and one is La'an.
Okay.
Okay, so this shot you have of them on the horses on this planet, some outlet said what appears to be Mars, a Western that appears to be Mars because of the title of the episode, which was Valle Marineris. Marineris, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. This is not Mars. Mars does not have Avatar-like floating rock structures on it. I'm just sorry to say that's not Mars.
Or breathable atmosphere for horses strolling around on.
Indeed. John and I did get a sneak peek at some of these costumes, so we knew a Western was coming.
Yes.
And know a little bit more about it that will lead me to say this is not Mars.
Well, the only way I think it could be Mars is if it's in the process of being destroyed, and then they save it, right? Because we saw a planet getting destroyed. There's a weird alien ship. It looks like some of these floaty rock structures may be getting pulled up
So we're
into
talking
the
like
atmosphere.
a Superman or Man of Steel style, wah, like pulling shit up and dropping it kind of thing. Which would be a weird choice, one, to do that, but also to have Mars being attacked again in another Star
Right.
Trek series when we've already notably done it so heavily in Picard.
Now, this could also be, along with that anomaly from earlier, this could absolutely be alternate universe Mars, right? Or something along those lines. Cameron, the title of the episode, as you mentioned, that is the grandest canyon.
Yeah, Mariner Valley is Mars. Yeah.
In the solar system. So it would appear to be a great setting for a Western, right? But yeah, I mean, I think John really nailed it for me. It's like, Mars is not that cool. Like, okay, Mars in real life, very cool, right? We're big fans of space exploration. But in Star Trek, Mars is not that cool. Like, it's right there. Go somewhere where you can have floating rock structures, things like that. I'm much more inclined to believe it's an alien planet that they, say is much like Mars, or like, oh, this is really similar to the Valley.
I'd love to see more of our solar system in Star Trek. Like,
Right?
what do the other planets, like we see Earth a fair amount. What's going on Mars and these other planets?
Yeah, we don't see Utopia Planitia a whole lot.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of it in Picard.
Don't care.
Do you guys think a character is going to die?
And if it is it La'an? Because she's having this talk with Uhura. She's like, any one of these missions could be our lost.
Oh, I think this is after whoever we see crossing the event horizon of a black hole by accident in their spacesuit. I think this is a conversation after a tragedy, not before a tragedy.
Well, we know all the main leads are in season 5, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm pretty
That's
sure.
all been confirmed. I don't know if Pelia's in season 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do, that black hole scene though, John, like, to me, it doesn't look Event Horizon-y. It looks disrupting a hologram.
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
a thing.
No, there's something different there, or a dream sequence. Also,
Yeah.
Does Uhura need reminding that people can die on missions?
There's nothing in her past that would remind her of that.
Yeah, constantly.
That wasn't a mission. It was a freak shuttle accident.
True.
Yeah.
Or are we talking Himmer? Speaking of Himmer,
Yeah, there is a shot I think it's in engineering.
there's 3 shots of what appears
Oh,
to
yeah.
be a straight horror movie. And again, I was notified there would be a straight horror episode this season, and we see some here.
One of the shots in engineering, there's a ton of people in here.
Yeah, and there's definitely an Anar.
Yeah.
Oh, they're ghosts.
And that's like
100% they're ghosts.
Because that's like a zombie hand on shoulder. That's,
There's a freaking zombie
This
hand
is-
on shoulder.
This is J-horror. This is straight from like The Grudge right here.
Yeah. Well, An's about to be hearing in her ear, like
Yeah.
I thought that little kid meowed or so. I didn't see The Grudge because I was afraid of it.
It's pretty scary.
But yeah, I just there is a lot of, I mean, they do this every year, right? Where they're like, it's very dangerous. Somebody might not make it and all this
Right.
stuff. So I don't know. At this point, you kind of wonder, like, are they going to introduce us to another Gamble style character where they're going to get rid of them?
Right.
But John, there is one instance of somebody using a holographic black hole to deter people from coming to their planet,
Yep.
and it's the Telosians. I don't know if they're going to go back to that well, but
I guess they could.
Yeah.
It's been,
It would
what,
be-
3 years? 4 years?
Well, I mean, if you
Oh, God.
consider Discovery season 2, that was like 8 years ago. Or
That's a good
something,
point.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's been a while,
Yeah.
but it would, of course, raise the hackles of the folks that are like, you're not supposed to go there. We never heard anything
Yeah.
else about it. So I don't know. My point being, like, I think that black hole is not real. Or, like you said, potential dream sequence, potential alternate universe sort of a thing.
Yeah.
But going back to the ghosts, if that is Himmer, as the Aenar standing right in front of La'an, do we think those are all ghosts of people she knows who's died? Are we going to meet her parents and her brother here?
Oh.
It would be interesting because she must have a family, right? But so far, we've only kind of been introduced to Khan as her family.
Yeah.
Like, which is a connection we already knew about, but it does make you wonder, like, well, that's not true. We knew her brother, right? We knew
we
him
saw her
briefly
brother.
through
We know
flashbacks.
her parents were killed by Gorn and turned into breeding sacks.
Yeah. It absolutely could be something to do with just people that she knows are gone. Oh, okay, the third person down on that planet with the wrecked ship appears to be Una.
Yes. Good,
So
because you know what? We could kind of use some more Una. Like,
she and I are still in a fight,
no,
but I hear you.
no,
I know
it's
where
done.
you're coming from.
Enough time has gone by.
I don't. You don't
need
get to
drop
decide
it.
that.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Especially when
get to
she's wearing a badass away jacket like
Exactly. Yeah. I'm the producer on this podcast, Jesse. It's time to be done with this, Reg. Yeah.
Our official position is there's no more fight. All right. Well, I'll search my feelings and decide if I know that to be true. This T-Rex roar is straight out of Jurassic Park, right?
that. Oh my
oh,
gosh,
man.
yes.
It's real
Every,
good.
I mean, I just watched Mario Galaxy and there's the T-Rex, that same T-Rex roar. I think it's probably originally from King Kong in the 1930s.
Well, but the roar sound was
Ah.
created by the Jurassic Park Foley team and involves, I believe, an elephant.
Yes, it
mixed
does
in
sound a
with
lot
some
like
other
that
growls.
one. Yeah.
But it feels like that's public domain now. Like they were like, you know what, this is as good as it gets. Everyone can use it. That's totally fine. But yeah, I'm here for that. We do have another shot of that spooky looking alien ship right next to the Enterprise.
like
There's
electro
some-
tentacles coming out of it.
yeah, energy trails. Something is happening here. Is this an adversary? Is this a misunderstanding? I could absolutely see this being a ship full of, academics who are maybe jumping through time to study different things, and it seems like an adversary at first, but it turns out it's not. That would be very Star Trek, I think. Do you guys think the Enterprise looks a little different here? I think that for me,
Down near the deflector dish looks different.
it's a little different and it's a little lighter. Like maybe they're moving toward the original series pale gray look for everything and away from that Aztec plating. But it's a still shot from a trailer. It's nothing definitive, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just kind of something that feels like it might be happening. We definitely have some interaction between those two ships, though, and it looks like it gets pretty energetic, we'll put it that way. There is this Vulcan character who is the one beaming Scotty down to the planet.
She was also from the original teaser, right?
Yep, she was also in the NYCC teaser. I have seen some speculation that, and I don't know how to say this without spoiling Cameron. But I've seen some speculation that this character might be related to two characters from Star Trek Enterprise, which seems like maybe that timeline would line up.
Yeah.
And we know this character is a cadet. She's wearing the very cool cadet badge established in Star Trek Discovery and carried over to Strange New Worlds. What do you guys think? Is it going to be somebody that is related to somebody we know? Too small of a universe syndrome? Is this an original character? What are your thoughts and feelings?
I want to say it's going to be a totally original character. I might buy the Enterprise connection only because I feel like Enterprise hasn't gotten a lot of connection love, and I could see the showrunners maybe being like, you know what, let's throw some Enterprise bones. But I'm going to plant my flag on original character, and this I don't know. No knowledge from Set Visit about her.
I would say even if she is related somehow to them, it's not going to be a big deal. Or it's maybe the writers are like, could she be? Could she not be? Maybe one of those things
Right.
where the writers' room loves to leave open-ended questions so people don't have definitive answers.
I mean, if there's a Gable character, it could be her.
Yeah.
She's shown up in 2 trailers now. She apparently has that big role in at least one episode.
Yep.
Yeah. And what better way to rip the hearts out of our veteran characters than to take a young, promising ensign away from us yet again?
Yet again. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the original character boat. We do know that Pike and a big chunk of this crew are big fans of Archer's Enterprise. So it seems like it would be like maybe pushing that into the unhealthy territory for him to be like, oh, I've seen this cadet's name on a roster somewhere. I'm going to have them on my ship. Like, that might be a little bit of too much favoritism, but...
You think maybe it's one of the cadets he knows he's going to save the life of later?
That is a really good point, because no one has discussed that for a long time, I feel like, on the show.
Not since the end of season 1.
Yeah, and I think it would make sense for that to start happening, right? For Pike to start running into some of these people, because we really, I mean, it feels pretty clear that the end of season 5 will be the handover to Kirk, right? So I think that's a really good point, Cameron. I think that this is absolutely possible for that to be the case here.
Prediction.
You want me to make a prediction, or you?
No, I'm planting the prediction flag.
Gotcha. Good prediction flag.
What do we think La'an is throwing in that shot where she's standing on the bridge and then dives into a warp thingy, mabob? Scientific term.
Is that La'an?
Is it a grenade? Is she throwing a grenade?
You talking about like after she's crawling on the hull with those like magnetic cups?
Oh, is that La'an? I thought that was Spock doing the Ghost Protocol.
No, I'm pretty sure
it would make sense it's her because now we see her on the hull. Yeah.
Those eyelashes look like La'an's eyelashes.
Well,
it's hard to see her
right?
face.
Play it. I wrote La'an. I was pretty sure it was. Oh, yeah. Something about the profile made me think La'an.
Yeah.
It's difficult to see.
Are we sure? Start earlier. I'm almost positive we saw a face shot of her. Nope. Yeah. I don't know. I assumed. It was my assumption.
But I think you're right. And we do have the scene of the doors closing on Jim Kirk's dramatic reach and scream. Do you think, I mean, that's got to be from that same horror style episode, right?
I think so, yeah, because we also have stills from the horror one, and the title for that one is Griffin Incident, and one of the stills definitely looks horror-y and has Jim Kirk, so...
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking this is the horror one, this episode 2.
So maybe that downed ship is like the USS Griffin?
Ah, yeah.
There was also some weird crystalline structures going on. Oh, Cameron, you're right. This might be Spock doing the Ghost Protocol.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Okay.
I recognize those eyebrows anywhere. Also, it looks like the ship's in warp during that, so it looks like a different moment. Maybe he's going after her.
You know me, I'm a sucker for people hanging onto a ship while it's in warp. Like
100%.
That was one of my favorite parts of Discovery Season 5. I'm very interested to see it done here again.
Hell yeah.
And it does make you wonder, like, what is going on that one or two people on the hull of the ship can solve, but not everybody inside the ship can solve, right? Like, is it some kind of weird time displacement grenade? Is it going to affect the wavelengths of a thing? Like, it does make you wonder. And there's a lot of Jim Kirk in this trailer, which I guess is probably to be expected at this point, right? Like,
yeah.
Also, it seems like he's doing more Shatner. Like, that's the most Shatner I've seen Paul Wesley be in that "Let's Boldly Go" line.
Yeah, I mean, outside of his performance in A Space Adventure Hour,
right.
of course, but like in character as Kirk, it's good because it's like Chris Pine's Shatner, where it's like you get the feeling of that performance without it being like an impression of Shatner, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot in this teaser that really seems to be connected to the NYCC teaser. And there's some new stuff in here. I mean, obviously the dinosaurs, the cowboys on the planet, like...
We did not know about dinosaurs. That was...
Yeah.
My dinosaur reaction is legit. We did. Because most of our spoilers came from Bernadette. And spoiler, the dinosaurs don't have costumes.
What?
That you know of.
Yeah, until by the end of the episode.
I bet you one of those dinosaurs becomes a crew member. And then there has to be some kind of time thing where they...
If Gordon Tagus didn't get to be a crew member, they're not going to make one of the dinos a crew member. I did want to talk about that opening narration, though, because it struck me as weird. I had to start it a couple times because I was like, are they starting in the middle of a sentence? What is he saying? It sounds like I don't think it's Pike talking. I think it's Pike reading something. I think this comes from a crashed ship they find, and he's reading the captain's log, because that phrasing he uses is really weird. I have ever been known to seek adventure.
Yeah.
Like, that's something you write in a journal.
Or it's a eulogy.
Well, and it does sound like a quote, to
Yes.
Cameron's point.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't tell you who it's from, but I think Downship Captain Log is a really good guess.
Yeah,
for
that is a good guess.
But yeah, it's definitely not him saying something, off the cuff to the bridge crew.
Yeah, it's not an inspiring speech or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay, well, I just, let's do some prep here. I just Googled the quote. Let me read to make sure AI is not fucking with me. It says, this quote is from Edgar Rice Burroughs from his novel A Princess of Mars.
Okay, so the
Oh, wow.
John Carter from
The
Mars.
precise quote is, I've ever been prone to seek adventure and to investigate an experiment where wiser men would have left well enough alone. But that checks out, especially if there's a Mars reference in the title.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
who would be the Princess of Mars?
Mm.
It's a dinosaur woman.
It's a dinosaur
and
woman,
she's
yeah.
gorgeous.
Yep.
And
It's Runa.
We did learn that Runa has a huge role in this season. No, I'm totally just talking it up. I wouldn't be disappointed though. So
Oh, more Runa, please.
Yep.
I did want to read the official statement that came with
Let's
it,
do
because
it.
there were some other hints in that. In Season 4 of the Paramount Plus original series, the crew of the USS Enterprise, led by Captain Christopher Pike, embark on a series of thrilling and emotional adventures across the stars. As they journey to strange new worlds, they will battle inner demons and external threats, encounter colorful new characters, reunite with familiar faces, and confront terrifying aliens. Through it all, they strive to embrace a bright, hopeful future. Who do we think the familiar faces are? Jesse, because John and I know some.
could be Captain Angel. Captain Angel could be part of that weird ship's crew. I mean, there's only so many characters they've met that we didn't get to see again. Like,
This is true.
I've always wanted the Children of the Comet to come back. I
Ah.
could see them messing with, timelines and fate and stuff like that. Except that's kind of their thing, is that they don't mess with timelines and fate. So I don't know. I love the Children of the Comet. I guess Pike's former flame on the Omelas planet. I mean, that planet seems like it could make a comeback. I don't know why they would leave.
You think he's like, well, Mattel's been a statue for 2 months.
Yeah.
Time to go hook up with the baby killer again.
I mean, they were together when he was there last time. So.
right, exactly.
Look, as far as like rebounds go, she's not the worst.
Does he consider himself married? That's the question, right? Like, having lived through that whole lifetime, is he now, off the relationship chessboard?
Picard was still a flautist.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder.
The same, right?
I'm trying to think of who we have seen once, but not again.
The
right?
Orions
Like
from the crossover episode.
Orions.
The scientist pirates.
They did like the Orions.
Yeah.
I mean, Hemmer's got to have family out there, right? Maybe we
I do
finally
think we're
get to
seeing
meet
Ghost Hammer.
Yeah, maybe we get to meet his brother Hammer, who's on a revenge tour.
I don't think we're ever going to see Captain Angel again. Or that
I think
crew.
didn't they say something about that? They're like, yeah, we'd like to see her too. I thought the showrunner said something.
I mean, yeah, but 16 episodes. I don't think they're going to dedicate one to.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think they were like, yeah, well, we're going to get back. And it was like,
It could just be T'Pring. Like, we haven't seen
True.
T'Pring in
yeah. I honestly
Or,
again.
I mean, what about Amanda? Always would love to see more Amanda. So
I would also love to see Sarek.
Yeah.
Like, I love Amanda. I really do. And I fully support the decision to have more Amanda than Sarek in this show. But I wouldn't mind seeing Sarek. Like, I would be fine with that. You know what else would be cool is freaking Michael Burnham. Like, that doesn't make any timeline sense, but like, I get it, I don't know. That's really difficult. I mean, the fanboy answer is Sybok, right? Like, I want to see Sybok. I want to see him have his
I guess.
coming to God moment, but like, we haven't seen him. He's not a familiar face, right? Like,
Yeah.
we saw half of him. So it's like, I don't know. And I feel, there's part of me that's like, you don't plant the Sybok seed without growing the Sybok tree. But I also understand, like, what if we just did a one-off thing where we mentioned that Sybok is here? Like,
yeah, that was called Star Trek V,
right.
The Final Frontier. We've done that.
But, they put that scene in that episode, and was that a, just for fun thing, or was that like, no, we have a plan here? It's hard to know.
I know the fans, we definitely were like, oh, okay, they're setting up season 2, and come to find out, nope, they were just throwing out Easter eggs that maybe they'd do something with.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I can't really think of a familiar face that they would go back to, like that we haven't seen in a long time, because it's just like most of the characters on this show are still on the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you could have what was the kid that got left on Rigel? Zach. He could be out there somewhere. I don't know. Like I can't even really place another. I mean, Khan. We could see Khan again, but he'd have to be frozen and not do or know anything. And La'an would have to not mention this encounter if she were the one to have it.
Well,
so
there may be time travel and.
Yeah, it's the dinosaur thing, man, is the big question, because is it time travel? Is it
right? Is there a whole episode on Dinosaur World, or like do they fly over and be like, "Oh, we went too far back," and it's like a 30-second scene?
Yeah, this is the fun part about teasers, right? And that's why they call them teasers.
Well, so do you have any predictions, Jesse? The camera I might be able to be like,
We'll rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 interestings.
Yep.
Your
Well,
prediction.
I mean, we do have this, what appears to be the first hug between Kirk and Spock, and Spock seems a little reluctant to accept this hug, but I'm going to call it now. The first on-screen Kirk and Spock kiss is going to happen in season 4 of Strange New Worlds. No, I think I'm going to guess that Pelia is not going to be in season 5. And it's not because they'll necessarily kill her or anything. We have this, foreboding any mission could be our last. There's time stuff going on. Pelia is kind of into time stuff. I don't know. I mean, maybe we could see baby Chancellor Ake. That would be cool. But yeah, I think my prediction will be Pelia is not in season 5, and we find out why in season 4.
Interesting. I will say, I think
the problem with your scale is it has no measurable.
Right. I'll go back to your Kirk and Spock hug, and I will give that one an interesting.
I mean, a lot of people have mentioned it, right? Like,
I'm not saying spurt. I don't know about a spurt kiss, but I do think this hug might have more dramatic weight than we're giving it.
Yeah, I mean, people have wanted more Spurk, and I think more Spurk is a good way to sell your next season of this show.
They should play hockey too.
Yeah.
You really want to hit the zeitgeist.
And before we get out, there is this scene in the galley, right, where there's some kind of explosion happening outside the window. We have most of the bridge crew there. I think this might be the only shot of Chapel in the entire
and I'm pretty sure
teaser.
it's Mbenga in front of Pike.
Yeah.
Like the shoulder we see there. So, yeah.
These aliens, they seem familiar. They're the right, look to maybe be Enar, except they have no antenna.
No antenna, and
They
the
have-
head shape is wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, long white hair. I'm kind of wondering if this is a species we have seen before, or if this is a new species. Are they from this planet? Have they been rescued? Is this the crew of the scary science ship? They're showing us these people, and I want to know who they are. Do you guys have any thoughts on these folks?
Sounds like this teaser's really working on you, Jesse.
Yeah.
Dude, every teaser that they put out works on me. It has
I know
been-
you were on the fence about watching the next season, but it seems like you're really invested in it now. So
You know what? I think now I'm going to watch it.
okay, good. Okay.
I'm really excited for these next 2 seasons of Strange New Worlds, not just because it might be the last couple new seasons that we get for a while of any Star Trek. I mean, obviously we still have Academy Season 2 coming, but we know that there's no more Academy after that. And we know that right now there is no Star Trek in production, except if you want to believe Paramount, there's totally a movie being made. We promise it's going to come out.
Okay.
Right? So yeah, I mean, this is bittersweet. This is the beginning of the rest of the Star Trek that we know that we have to look forward to. I'm very excited for it, and I'm also like, come on, you could have made 7 seasons of the show, no problem.
3 seasons that give us as many episodes as 1 season of old Star Trek did. That's what we have left.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I am, on the record as saying I love these episodes. I think the quality is arguably higher per episode, right? Than it was back in the day. You don't have the filler episodes, that kind of thing. But you do also lose some stuff. You don't get those bottle episodes. You don't get their random, 90-minute character study of one character that you haven't really spent time with before. So I don't know. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to this. Guys, this first episode, if they drop the first episode by itself and don't do the 2 episode
they're doing 2 episodes.
BS. Point being, an episode of this season will come out on my birthday this year.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm very excited for that. And it means this season will be on the air while we're in Star Trek Las Vegas. So that'll be fun, I think, to be able to experience. I mean, we've done that before. I think we did that last year with episode 6, right? So I do love the chance to be in Vegas with a bunch of Trekkies as there is Trek on TV. That's always a really fun time. And hey, if you're going to Star Trek Las Vegas this year and you see us, expect to be asked your opinions of the latest episode.
Yeah.
Well, as we just said, this is, of course, only the beginning of our coverage of Strange New Worlds Season 4. I hope that you will stick with Open Pike Night as we move forward. I mean, if you've listened to us before, this is where you go to get things you don't get anywhere else, right? Like, where else do you hear from every writer of a season of Star Trek? Where else do you hear from the showrunners, the bridge crew, the production designers, VFX supervisors, composers, all of those people in one place? And beyond that, where do you get the chance to ask your questions to those people directly without having to buy a plane ticket and a convention pass and all those things? Like, we really strive to make Open Pike Night something unique and something that can serve you as a listener and as a fan of Star Trek. So you may have heard recently we are going to be changing up how the feed works a little bit. If you want to become a patron supporter for as little as $2 a month, you will get ad-free episodes of Open Pike Night going forward, as well as other perks like exclusive merch, watch-alongs, things like that we do for patrons. And it's not like we're going to take a bunch of sponsorships or anything. The ads that you will hear are just ads kind of encouraging folks to support the show if they're able. We really do appreciate the support that we get currently from Patreon supporters, and if you can't support us financially, that's totally fine. We're happy to just take your calls to help us continue making Open Pike Night the way that we want to make Open Pike Night with you. John, I'm not super great at the closing because I can never remember which order you tell people to do things in. Would you mind steering us into home port, sir?
It has been a long night, and the Open Pike Night crew has to go and speculate madly, frame by frame, over the rest of this teaser that we maybe missed one important thing that gives away everything. But for now, enjoy this tiny crumb of Strange New Worlds. But be sure to clean up after yourselves. Be sure to tip your servers. You can go anywhere you want, but you can't stay here.
Dinosaurs!
And cowboys! Dinosaur Cowboys.
Oh, season 5.
If he doesn't ride a dinosaur, I'm going to be upset.
Oh, man.